Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So it is December, we are almost at the end of this year, and I honestly thought that I would not be finishing any more cosplays. I've got a lot done in 2024 and I'm chipping away at a really big competition build for next year, so that's where my mind was at. And then a game piqued my interest, and that game is Mouthwashing. For those of you that don't know, Mouthwashing is an indie horror game that has really exploded in popularity, and it's for good reason. I'm not going to go into any spoilers or major details about the game just because I think that it is an experience that everybody should see if you are into indie horror, and I truly think it is one of the best indie horror games that has come out in years. So if that piques your interest at all and you have no idea what I'm talking about, go Google it, go play it, it is really good. But whenever media piques my interest like this, I don't know what it is about me, but I have to cosplay it, I have to. So that is what led me into making an Anya cosplay in about a week. While I was putting this cosplay together, I spent a lot of time on the patches that she has on her suit, and because I put so much time and effort into those, I figured that I would share it with you guys. I'm sure there are other cosplayers out there who are planning on doing a mouthwashing cosplay. So in the description of this video, I will be linking a digital download for the patterns that I made, and that is going to be for both the Pony Express logo, which could be used on many of the characters for mouthwashing, and also Anya's medic patch. These patterns are free to use, you would just need to access them through Google Drive. If you do end up using my pattern in your mouthwashing cosplay, I would love it if you tagged me on social media, that way I could see it. As you will see in the footage in about a minute, I took my digital patterns and I uploaded them to my Cricut design software, that way I could use my Cricut machine to cut them out of heat transfer vinyl. So obviously if you have a Cricut machine, you can go ahead and do that as well. However, if you do not have access to a Cricut machine, I hope that the patterns are still somewhat helpful if you are trying to make the patches by hand. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Okay, so just showing you what these digital patterns look like. So they are made out of colored layers. So the medic patch is a white layer on the bottom followed by a red layer. And the Pony Express logo is a yellow layer on the bottom followed by a red layer and then a black layer. And so that's the order it presents on the screen, but also that is the order that you are going to be ironing the heat transfer vinyl onto your fabric. So I cut these out with my Cricut machine. Again, you can do this by hand, it's just going to be a little time consuming and going to require some patience, but it is possible. So when ironing, just make sure that your iron isn't too hot. You want it to be on a medium heat setting. Also, do not use steam. So even if you don't have just like an electric iron like I have, you can use a regular steam iron, just make sure the steam is turned off. And then you are just going to iron layer by layer. So you're going to iron the layer, let it cool, and then peel off the plastic, and then do the next layer. But just make sure when you are adding the next layer that that plastic covers all of the vinyl, because if the hot iron touches the vinyl without that plastic covering, it's going to wrinkle on you. So just be careful. And what's really nice about the vinyl is that it makes a really clean look and it will survive the wash. So if you put it on a gentle wash cycle, it'll actually stay on and look pretty. I forgot to film an outro earlier, so we're just gonna do it now because why not? We're in cosplay, it's on theme, it's all good. Although I don't appreciate how shiny this light makes my wig look, but it's all good. So I really hope that you found this video and my patterns helpful in making your own patches for your mouthwashing cosplay. If you do end up using this tutorial and my patterns, I would love it if you tagged me on social media, that way I'm able to find other mouthwashing cosplayers out there. If you are interested in more cosplay and con related content, you can go ahead and subscribe to this channel. We're almost at 500 subscribers, and I know that's small in the relative of like the huge YouTube space, but for me, that is an insane number. I genuinely appreciate everyone who's been following and engaging in my content, so thank you so much. Also, if you'd like to see much more frequent updates on different cosplay pieces I'm working on, you can follow me over on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!